Welcome to Yester Cookies, a speedy culinary trip back in time. Today we're traveling to 1965 to discover spinach cheese bake. You're gonna love it. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Jill and this is Yester Kitchen. Got another quickie for you. So today we are continuing our Hanukkah series, and this is a fabulous side dish for your Hanukkah table or any time of the year. It's also vegetarian, not vegan, vegetarian. And so it would go, so fabulously with pretty much any meal. The true Jewish name for this dish is called Sponghus, but spinach and cheese bake will be just fine. It is a fabulous dish of spinach and goat cheese, and oh my God, let's get started. So here we have some chopped spinach, but let me show you how I got here first. So I've got a little show and tell for you. So first I took two 1-pound containers of spinach and I processed them in a food processor. As you can see, when you chop it in a food processor, it reduces way down. So then you're gonna take all your spinach and put it in a strainer, and you're gonna put 1 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm showing putting the salt over the top, but you're gonna wanna mix it in. And then when you're in the strainer, you're gonna let it sit for about at least 5 minutes, because you're gonna start dripping out all that moisture like this. And you really wanna drain it because spinach is mostly water. So you wanna get some of that water out, and the salt helps that happen. So here we are with 2 pounds. As you can see, it's a lot less than it started with. 2 pounds of spinach, and I'm gonna get a real close up because that lighting is not doing this justice. So look at this beautiful, beautiful chopped up spinach. Now, if you wanna use frozen, that's fine, but I don't think you're gonna get as fresh of a flavor or the right texture. But if you do wanna use frozen, I will put the directions down below. Okay, so now we have our 2 pounds of fresh spinach, all chopped up with the salt all drained. And to that, we're gonna add 5 teaspoons of parsley and 6 tablespoons of oil. You can use canola, you can use vegetable. I happen to use olive oil because I just love the flavor, but it's all up to you. And now we're gonna wanna mix that very, very thoroughly. Okay, so now it's all mixed up, and we are gonna bring in a casserole dish. Now you can definitely use a 9x13, and this is pretty much the size of a 9x13, except it's oval form, which I think is much prettier for serving. So into our casserole, all of our beautiful spinach goes. And you're just gonna wanna spread that around, and that's your base. And now we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it aside for now. And in comes 6 beautiful eggs. And we're just gonna go ahead and just lightly blend them all. Beat them, so we can get them all going. And to that, we're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. And make sure it doesn't, a whisk will be your best friend with this recipe because it'll separate out those clumps of pepper. And now comes 8 ounces of goat cheese. Goat cheese usually comes in 4-ounce little packages, so I have 2. And what I did was I just put them in this bowl and I started piercing it with a fork and pulling it. And the more you do that, the more it crumbles. You can also put it through a cheese grater, but you really don't need to. Okay, and in goes our spinach, and not our spinach. Today's just one of those days. In goes our cheese. And now we're gonna mix this until it's completely blended. Okay, so now it's not gonna completely melt into the eggs, so you are gonna have goat cheese crumbles, but don't worry, it's exactly what you want. So let's get all that goat cheese out. And we're gonna move this over a bit and bring back our beautiful spinach. Okay. So now you're gonna take your spoon and you're just gonna make 6 little, tiny little pockets. They don't need to be anything special, just little indentations, because guess what? That's where cheese and eggs are gonna go. And then you're gonna spoon your cheese and eggs. Oh, this is so good, you guys. I can't even begin to tell you. And if it drips and it moves, it is no problem at all. And you're just gonna put that right into your pockets. And this dish I've actually made for Hanukkah before. and it's pretty well received. I mean, goat cheese is just something you really don't see a lot. So let's bring it back because it's absolutely fabulous, especially with spinach. It just adds that certain tartness. And this whole thing is just amazing. Wait till you see it when it's done. You will love it. Okay, so now I have my oven at 400, and I'm gonna put this beautiful thing in for about 30 minutes until this is all set, and we'll be right back when that happens. Okay, we are out of the oven, and take a look. Isn't this gorgeous? And I was thinking while it was baking that this would probably make an amazing luncheon as well. But for now, this is our side dish for our Hanukkah dinner, or any dinner for that matter. So let's take a look. See, the eggs are all cooked, and here comes the steam, and oh my goodness. We have ourselves a gorgeous goat cheese and spinach. Look at that. Is that fabulous or what? And I promise you, the tang from the goat cheese with the spinach, it just, oh, this is just so good and so easy. So we'll put that aside. And as you can see, there's a little bit of water left in there, but you know what? If we didn't put the salt in and drain it, there'd be a whole lot more. So good job that we did our pre-work. Thanks for stopping by. You can always find me on my Facebook group. I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you in the next video.